In this video, we are going to be determining if the number is a solution of the equation, and we're going to use a method of substitution in order to go through that process. Example 1, determine which number in the set is the solution of the equation. N plus -8 equals 11. So we have three numbers, 3, 19, and 1, and we want to know which one is the solution. And so the great thing about algebra, and what I love about it so much, is that a lot of times you don't even need to know how to actually do algebra to figure out what the right answer is. And so here we're going to substitute in each of the numbers 3, 19, and 1 for n, and we want to get 11 to be our answer. And so whichever one gives us 11, that is going to be our answer. So looking at our first one, 3, I'm going to substitute in 3 for my n, and I'm going to do that by putting parentheses around 3 in place of n, and then I'm just going to simplify that equation. 3 plus -8 gives me a -5. Well, that's not 11, so that's not going to work. Next, I'm going to do 19, so I'm going to substitute in 19. I'm going to put parentheses around the 19 in place of n. 19 plus -8. That does equal 11. So technically I'm done. That's my answer. But I'm going to go through and do the last one to show you that it's not the solution of the equation. So I'm going to substitute in 1. I'm going to put in parentheses around the 1, and for the n, 1 plus -8 gives me -7. That's not 11. That doesn't work. So the solution of the equation would be n equal to 19. I'm going to go through the same process here for example 2. I have 4n minus 9 is equal to 39. I have three numbers, 7.5, 10, and 12. I'm trying to figure out which one is the solution of the equation. So I'm going to substitute each one separately and see which one will give me 39. So I'm going to do 7.5 first, and so I'm going to put parentheses around the 7.5 when I substitute that in for the n. And so I have 4 times 7.5 minus 9, that's going to equal 21. That doesn't equal 39, so that's not going to be the solution. Next, I'm going to try 10, and I'm going to substitute in 10. I'm going to put parentheses around that 10 in place of my n. So I have 4 times 10 minus 9, that equals 31. That's not 39, so that's not going to be the solution of the equation either. And so last, I have 12. When I substitute in 12 for n, I'm going to put parentheses around that 12. So I have 4 times 12 minus 9. That does simplify to equal 39. So that is going to be the solution of the equation. So n is equal to 12. All right, last example, example 3. I have -2n plus 13 is equal to 45. I have three numbers, 16, -16, and -29. I want to substitute each of those in separately. N for n to see which one is going to give me 45, and that would be the solution of the equation. So I'm going to do 16 first, and I'm going to put parentheses around the 16 when I substitute it in for n. -2 times 16 plus 13 gives me -19. That doesn't work. That doesn't give me 45. And so that's not the solution. Next, I'm going to do -16. So when I substitute that in, I'm going to put parentheses around it. And I'm going to have -2 times -16 plus 13. That does, in fact, give me 45. And so I'm technically done. But I'm going to finish out the problem to show you that -29 is not the solution of the equation. That -16 is the solution. And so now I'm going to substitute in -29 in for n. And I'm going to put parentheses around that -29. So I have -2 times -29 plus 13. That gives me 71, which is not 45. So that doesn't work. And so the solution of the equation is going to be n equal to -16.